I'll let you narrate.
Okay, so Alita is loading the kiln with some pieces that need to be glaze fired. What that means is a piece of just plain old raw clay has already been fired once to a temperature of 1828, and then students put glazes on it, and then we put it back in the kiln and we fire it again. So you can see that these pieces, they look kind of dull and kind of plain, like the glaze looks kind of whitewashed. But when it comes out, it's going to look very different. And I'll show you what one piece looks like. This is a beautiful piece made by one of Mrs. Devaney's students. You can see the shiny glaze on it, how the bright colors came out. What a nice job they did painting the glaze on the piece. So Alita is about to use a, what is that called?
Stilt.
A stilt. It's a little piece of ceramic, has little prongs on it, and what we do is we put a piece of ceramic on it that has glaze on it. Let's see, hold still. So that it is propped up. What happens is the glaze will melt and turn into liquid glass when it is heated up to almost 2,000 degrees. And when it cools down, wherever the liquid glaze is, it will fuse that surface to wherever it is touching. So we don't want the piece to be fused to the shelf, so we prop it up. And here's another project, propped up on these little wire prongs that you can just snap off, so that the whole surface of that little snake-like creature can have a glossy glaze on it. And it's sort of a balancing act, trying to get the piece propped up just right so it doesn't fall over, and that it can be fired and all be glossy and pretty. Do you think you need another stilt?
Yes, I'm going to get another two stilts.
Another long one? Very interesting little piece, very Medusa-ish. There we go.
Okay.
Now it's propped up. Now we'll be able to fire it.
I have one more piece I'm going to load from.
Okay, here is a ceramic work by a student that has been bisque fired and glaze fired. You can see that it's glossy, has different colors on it, has some designs inscribed on it. Nice little piece. Okay, even got a little handle on it. This is a piece, step back, that has not been glazed yet, as opposed to one on the left that has been glazed. So that's just the bisque fired clay. And this is the bisque fired clay with the glaze on it. And that would be the difference. This is another work that was made by one of my students, and it is a food sculpture. And what it is a combination of a matte glaze, which is what this is. It's matte. It's actually called an underglaze. And then this, which has the shiny glaze on it. So there are different kinds of glazes, some that are matte and some that are shiny and glossy. Okay, so you can see that it's the plate, it's the pasta, and it's the tomato sauce on the pasta.